shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Emotional damage.
Yo, what's good? Back again with another episode of Make It Make Sense. I am your host, the one and only Munray Hudson, aka Sundress Season 2022 is here. Also, I am not alone. I am joined by a good couple of thug-like people ready to go ahead and be grimy for today's episode, since it's been nothing but griminess and ugliness all week. First and foremost, I have the one and only Glacier, known as Zell May.
It is your Violet Alpha. I am here. I am here to bless your eyes. I am looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Prayers up to the music industry and everybody. Aaron Carter, Takeoff. Prayers up.
And of course, it would not be grimy without the grimiest one of them all, the one and only from the dregs of Twitter. It is Afro Comedy 765.
You already know. It's your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. Y'all know the vibe.
Yeah, we know, all right. And of course, this is Make It Make Sense, where you got to come on, got to join us and let us know what's going on in the world of media, everything that's going on. While you're here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to all the things, especially on the Blur Cartel, which this is an episode from. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the page, send the stars, send the likes, send the comments, everything you got to say. We here for it.
Send your mama if she look like Pam Grier.
We didn't go that far.
What Zelmay said. What Zelmay said.
We ain't gonna talk about that debauchery, but this is, of course, Make It Make Sense, taking all the trending topics, the hot takes, and the bad opinions all over the world, everything we diving into them. And of course,
here to bring you all the internet's dirtiest secrets.
It has been some stuff happening this week. We can go ahead and get the tough thing out the way. You know, shout out to Takeoff and the Migos. It has been another unfortunate loss of life, and I'm hating to see it again simply because we just got through the entire P&B Rock situation that finally somewhat got settled to where we know everything that happened.
Y'all see Aaron Carter died today?
Yeah, that's it.
Drowned in his bathtub.
It's rough. It always is rough. So I gotta sit here and ask everybody, just give me your initial thoughts. I know we ran into it on earlier today on the episode on Overall 99 Media. Make sure y'all go and subscribe and take a look at that video. But we're gonna get some extra thoughts since we got a couple more information, some more things that may have popped off. So
we've seen a lot more camera angles. We've seen a lot more fucking camera angles, and some people might need shamed.
Lala, shout out to you, of course. You got my boy Hollywood hostage. We ain't gonna talk about it though. Of course.
She kidnapped the co-host, bro.
Afro Comedy. Let me know.
That's wild.
What's going on in your head?
Bruh. If Quavo got pressed at that dice game and went outside and started an argument that somehow led to one of his guys pulling out a gun and shooting Takeoff, that's wild, bruh. If that's what's happened. But as we see more and more footage from all these different, that is what it looks like to me. Like you see the footage of him in there. That nigga looks like he has lost some money. That nigga didn't have sunglasses on. When's the last time the Migos took off their sunglasses? That nigga's eyes was bulging out of his head. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up situation, but when we talked about it last time, I'm past desensitized to fucking rappers dying. That shit's commonplace in 2022. There was just a New York drug kid today that shot himself in the head. 17 years old.
And of course, with social media, we can see everything as it happens instantly. It doesn't even take long. So to get around the world, really just a couple of seconds. So I hate hearing it, but make sure you just let me know. I hate for Takeoff. I hate for the Migos. I hate this entire situation because we're not really getting just assured information. All we know is just he's passed, how he passed through couple of gunshots to certain parts of his body. That's all we really know, and everything else is a lot of conjecture. Or was it because the dice game gone wrong, some money gone, and next a couple of shots fired out and some stray ones? It could have been something like that. I've seen stories where they were trying to stop some beef between some other people, and then shots ended up getting fired, some things like that. I've seen a lot about the situation, and of course, because none of the other Migos or anybody else is really giving any kind of formal statements as to their role or what's happened. All you're gonna get is a lot of stories of if, what, this might have happened, or anything other than that one anonymous person who said what happened, what everybody's going on. So until then, there's gonna be a lot of if, maybes, who knows, and all this.
But bro, we're getting more and more footage,
That's crazy.
Different angles.
Listen,
but the footage was the footage leading up to it, though.
Yo, listen, prayers up to young black people. Maybe we get out of this curse of self-harm. That's all I gotta say, bro.
It's not something I like. I know something everybody's probably seen some parts of over the course of the entire week, so I don't want to just push it so much. But I hate these kind of things happening. All I can say is, man, just watch your surroundings, watch where you're going, what you're doing, who you're doing it with. Trust your gut. Try not to be in situations that can lead to any kind of thing like this happening, man. Because life is crazy.
Don't be that dude trying to catch the chick in the parking lot at like 2:30 when the club's closing. Don't be that dude.
Hey, we not did it one, but
before we get serious, can I tell Lala our hair proportions is not maxed out now because of you, Lala. We will not live because we missing one of our big hair brothers, and now it's like one big hair brother and two like low cuts.
Lala is just taking advantage because he is not here to defend himself and to speak on what is going on. So until he comes and speaks on his own behalf, we will not let Lala take advantage.
Lala, do not let him get a nose ring.
We will not let her be like,
if that nigga want a nose ring, let him get a nose ring.
No.
What is wrong with a nose ring?
You can't speak for him, but regardless of that,
look, listen. If that nigga wants a nose ring, he's a grown ass man. He should get a nose ring.
Yo, if he come back with a nose ring and some blonde hair, I'm blaming Lala.
I'm done.
Damn.
But don't worry, we ain't the only ones done. Because it seems like some people are also done in the industry, whether it's Kanye or Kyrie. Pick your choice of the K's, because both of them have been in hot water. Kanye
we just need one more K to get in trouble.
I'm going to expose the truth. So Ye recently is like, I'm going to expose conversations with me, and so some of the agents, some of the famous trainers, I'm going to let y'all know this is the truth. Even speaking about name, this is hardly admitting that our origin and everything is off. So Ye ain't stopped yet. Not to mention he even is facing a $250 million lawsuit. And, he even said to the baby mama, like, you're either controlled or being greedy, which is, there possibly could be some truth to that, because you could look at $250 million and just be like, that is a lot of money for one person, though you let Candace Owens and the other organizations that created the video that was going against it, you decided to let that go. But you know what? We ain't going to speak on that part. That's just one thing. And then, of course, we also have the Amazing Spider Cam, another K that's also under scrutiny.
So we hit that KKK limit. 3 Ks.
The triple Ks. We got Kyrie, we got Kanye.
Yeah.
We got all of them.
They are putting you on a higher level of menace than I do.
Kanye, Kyrie, and Cam. It's lit.
No, they can't cancel him like Nike done cancel Kyrie.
Free everybody from the K's.
Because even Bron like,
damn,
man, I can't.
He said, let his niggas go.
Everybody's just like, it's over with. I don't know. Is Kyrie really that? Did he do wrong? Is it really that wrong for just doing a simple tweet? Did it cost him so much, or is it more to it? I mean, I personally say it's probably more or less his fault, since all you really had to do was just apologize.
It's not what he got to apologize for.
Simple, because even if you don't feel that you did something wrong, which is fine, I'm not saying he did necessarily that. What I'm saying is you could have minimized the situation by simply giving an apology, saying I'm sorry.
No, that shit sounded kind of anti-Semitic.
What I said?
No, what he said.
If you apologize, you're admitting guilt. He could have just said no comment in the first interview, just like, well, no comment.
He's gonna have to do it anyway.
No comment.
Like literally, all he had to do when the reporter gave him ample time to be like, "Are you anti-Semitic?" All he had to do was just say no. And I'm sorry for anybody.
But he said he did. But he said he just But he said he didn't promote the movie. He just promoted a quote from it.
Either way, just like it's understandable.
It was a spicy quote. It was a spicy quote.
You could just be done with the situation. Why make it worse? Why exacerbate it? Why use specific wordplay when you just
the real question is, why did the reporter want to go beyond basketball? That's the real
because they're the reporters. That's what they do.
No, report on basketball. I was heard that.
Well, hold on. What if they weren't from a sports aid, like a sports organization? What if it's like?
Why are they there then?
Can't put your dashiki on right now.
Because he said some crazy.
That's what the media does.
See, Cam ruined my plan. I came into this wanting to be anti-Semitic.
I was told that
I came in this wanting to be anti-Semitic.
I was told
now Cam's.
I was told they were supposed to shut up and dribble. Why can't they just talk about basketball? And we got to shut up and dribble. You know what I mean?
Because it's the media. The media always wants juicy stories.
Sports media. Sports media.
Yeah, sports media. So sports media also covers when Draymond slugged freaking Poole, and
that was in a gym. That was in a gym during practice. That was in a gym during practice of basketball.
Let's go even further in the past. When Kanye was caught with, not Kanye. When Kobe, we'll talk about another K. When Kobe was caught with
4Ks. This is a wild
episode. That's not sports media.
The media always jump down for what, no matter what's about. They always do that.
That's not sports media.
That's what the media does.
Drama.
It's been a while.
The juicy story, and they're gonna try to go after it.
That's why shout out to Draymond and new media now. We got the new media that's gonna focus on basketball. So shout out to Draymond.
Whatever. The media is the media. They're gonna go after the
But they still gonna talk to TMZ about that other shit though.
Yo, let me talk. Can I just go over this whole cat? Let me go on the summary on how I feel about this, because it seemed my feelings seem rather complicated, because I'm kind of on every side. Why? Because first off, Kyrie probably shouldn't repost things that he probably didn't fully read or listen to. According to Joe, it cost $50 to buy. I know you didn't pay $50 on this random documentary that he tried to get on like 1, 2, 3 movies and he couldn't find because it's not on there. And Jeff Bezos is selling it for only $50 because it's $12 to rent for 30 days, according to Joe. So shout out to my boy Joe for doing his research and not paying the money because he couldn't find it nowhere on the internet. So apparently Jeff Bezos is holding this by himself. Second off, I know Kyrie probably didn't read it. And second off, the thing is the whole story is kind of weird and to me. And I don't agree with half of this stuff because a lot of times it doesn't make sense and it's just like conjecture. If you show me a documentary, you got to have proof. You can't just say, oh, look what we were born at, and this is what makes sense. I'm like, bro, that doesn't prove it. Everybody came from Mesopotamia. So you can't just say, yo, listen, everybody came from Africa. We from Africa, so therefore we automatically the Jews. I'm like, every form of life came from Africa, according to history and biology. So unless like I said, unless you believe what my cousin believes, and it's a little different, but we ain't gonna go on that theory. But
so wait, I mean, can we just address the real elephant in the room?
Most religions are kind of iffy.
I mean, Jews was brought up, and then it always goes to the 10th power when it comes to the Jews. Now, somebody said, now if Kyrie posted something about Rosewood,
they've got extreme trauma, bro, as a whole race.
Oh my goodness, black people didn't have it for 400 plus years and ongoing, but whatever. Y'all had gas chambers in a couple concentration camps, but
let's go. This nigga is flagrant. I'm here for it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is, if let's say Kyrie reposted something from a Rosewood documentary, would they care? Because black trauma is just so you get so much modernization from black trauma, it doesn't really matter. And let's just say there's like, Kyrie, you retweeted something from a Rosewood documentary or Roots or anything from Philadelphia bombing from 1985 that just took out a bunch of black people for no reason and didn't really fucking matter in the eyes of a bunch of people. But if it was about a black trauma, would it care? No, it's a Jewish trauma, and then they just go to the 10th power on everything because they run the world financially. So I get it. I'm just saying what it was.
That is Cam's thoughts. That is not
okay, let's evaluate from Cam's thoughts. Cam's thoughts no. Let's evaluate from Cam. Cam's thoughts is on what he shared. My thoughts is after that. If I come to you and I say, Cam, you shared something that people found very
take the channel, Monte.
All you have to do
my bad.
is simply just say my bad, and just say my bad. I was wrong.
But if I'm here to talk about basketball.
It's my profession, and your commissioner of basketball tells you this is not good. Simply say I'm sorry and take it off, and you still don't do it. Is that your fault?
Listen, I have no proof. I do know there are well-to-do Jewish people in the world, just like there are well-to-do everyone in the world. I have no clue if they run the world through financial evidence. I have no evidence of that on this channel. Cam is speaking for how he feels.
Let me ask this. So, Malice at the Palace, did any of them people apologize for Malice at the Palace, or they just got suspended and just like, all right, whatever?
What they got? They all said they all got suspended. You know that's wrong. You gotta say sorry for punching on the white people in their city. Well, the sad fact about it, they all probably had press conferences. I'm just saying, most likely I have to go look at it, but they all probably most likely have press.
Kyrie has conditions to come back and play basketball. That's ridiculous.
Now look, I'm not saying
I'm gonna get there.
That is honestly that is kind of wild.
No, I'm not knocking it. That probably is a bit crazy. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying this could have been avoided had you just said, "I'm sorry."
I want Brett Favre on me. Brett Favre got to meet with me, Louis Farrakhan.
Like I said, I don't know a damn thing about basketball, but there ain't no way a nigga should be having to pay for some shit that he said that didn't fucking hurt nobody.
He got to apologize. He goes to some hate retreat camp and realize what he said was wrong and watch some fucking videos and on.
Yeah, what the fuck? No, nigga, I'm sorry. That's all you're getting. I promise. Nothing more.
Brett Favre got to watch The Color Purple all the way through.
I ain't even watched The Color Purple all the way through, nigga.
See, that's why you like this tour. So
I ain't even watched The Color Purple all the way.
I'm sorry if I seem like a menace today.
That's just depressing.
Brett Favre got to check in with me and Monte because we from Mississippi, so you got to check in with us.
That's all I'm saying. It could have been avoided.
A lot of things could have been avoided, but they're pinpointing what you need to avoid. Hey, Kyrie, you think the Earth's flat and you're anti-Semitic? Nah, you gotta go through.
No, but you know the sad fact about it. Had he said, "I'm sorry," this would have never came to this point.
Lies.
That's very true. I think if he'd have
just apologize
when he doubled down,
apologize,
and he doubled down.
Like, come on, bro, it's not that.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it.
Like, it's not hard.
Y'all see how I'm mixed though? Because I said he should never said this, and then I also said they are trying to bully him at the same time.
It's kind of fucked up punishing somebody like that for that. Like that don't make. How many Jewish people? How many Jewish people are on the team?
Show us the official CP time, dude.
No, this is officially like I didn't catch the man. First of all, let me tell you what it's like being a star, man. You know, sometimes you be missing the notifications when people be putting the links in there.
I saw you.
This nigga, let me tell you what it's like being a star. Tell me, Joe.
You just black. Shut up.
Let's go.
Kyrie wrong?
Joe man said it best.
You know, we're just pulling weight for a different.
That's why we don't get nothing done. The niggas like Joe late.
Like, I'm not on the wrong. I'm simply like this could have been avoided.
It could have.
No, but it's still like, bro, him having to take 30 days of some classes, that's fucking wild. This nigga's
let me get this straight. Because he didn't apologize, he still has to apologize, condemn the movie, $500K donation to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training,
and he has to fucking go to it. Yeah. An anti-Semitic training.
It's not.
Why would it crazy?
Excuse me.
That is crazy.
One mic.
Like if I gotta look at it in the bucket, $500K.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
This nigga playing some LA music.
Like I said, only two things that's crazy is the other two things.
This man with the Hollywood.
That's crazy.
What is this?
Hollywood, what it do, man?
Turn that
man with the LA. What the hell?
Since Murray's so conditions right now, this is what Kyrie got to do to play basketball again. Apologize again and condemn the movie. Pay $500K donations to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training. I don't know why it's separate, but okay. Meet with the ADL Jewish leaders and meet with Joe.
Seek counseling is wild.
I gotta go to therapy for this, dog. Like what?
Like I said, like the counseling and the Jewish leaders, that one throws me. But the counseling and the Jewish leaders, them the ones that's apologizing. Okay, because you needed to apologize.
That's wild, bruh. That's a lot. That's a fucking lot.
Murray, since you're so for it, what's the difference between sensitivity training and anti-Semitic training?
I'm not for it. I said those things are wild.
I was gonna say, shouldn't the anti-Semitism be part of the sensitivity training?
Yo, Joe want to speak. Let's just say Joe speak.
Or
Joseph speak.
May I have the mic?
I just said speak.
Our apologies.
No, I'm just asking. So first of all, let's set some ground rules here. It cost $11.99 to rent this from Amazon. It cost $49.99 to buy this what everybody's up in arms about. I'm feeling cap about who watched this and said, "No, this is so terrible. You a terrible person. Oh, you so bad. Oh, you bad because I heard somebody else." Who watched this? If you have watched it, I apologize. And please tell us what you think. Like and subscribe. Make sure y'all do that.
Joe, did Kyrie watch it?
I don't know. I know he got $11.99 to just spend just because. I do know that. But I'm a person that $11.99, that's a 2-for-1 foot long at Subway. So am I going to choose a Subway sandwich over some kind of like documentary that Kyrie put up? I'm at Subway with it. So I don't know what it actually said. I don't know. But based off of what the Bible actually says about the 12 tribes of Judah and just, where people come from. Hold on. Let's go back here. Let's talk facts. Because I think what's going on is that people are oh my God. That's crazy.
I'm listening.
No, I'm a history buff. That was my favorite class. And from what I was taught was that civilization came from Mesopotamia. Is that correct? Or am I wrong? Just tell me if I'm wrong and I'll stop my point right now.
Which civilization?
Mesopotamia. That came from the Tigris and Euphrates River, which is a real thing. Does anybody?
Well, yes, that's a real thing. We're aware of the Tigris.
Does anybody? Hold on. Let's just talk about this. Now I'm about to see how niggas really think. So, the Tigris and Euphrates River. Take your time to Google that before you say anything to me. If you don't know about it, don't say nothing. Where's that at?
We are aware that life started on the continent of Africa. We're aware.
So, what is wrong with Kyrie saying I came from y'all? Right? Is there anything wrong with that?
I don't think, like I said, I don't think he should be punished for saying any of this. I think
I'm asking, it's a yes or no question. Is Kyrie wrong for saying, like, what is wrong with saying I'm not being wrong against people because I am these people? Is there something wrong with that?
It's not. The problem comes in that it's Kanye.
No.
You got to think about in context and what's going on, the power structure and everything. Kanye is on a.
I don't need to think about that. There's one thing you need to know.
Context matters, Joe.
Context does matter, Joe.
Context matters.
You can't just say.
Of course it does.
You can't just say
Joe,
take everything away off and just have.
You are tripping.
Yes, if that's the only thing you say,
that is wild.
Cool. I'm just telling you, if it's
like
the
I
only,
said,
you said you can't have everything else.
I don't think he should be punished, but that don't mean what he said was wrong. Wasn't wrong. I still don't think he should be punished for it. It was wrong.
The way that, man, let me put this.
He promoted the movie.
This is wild.
I know a lot of black Israelites, so let me go over what they basically say. They
hold on. You, Zelmay, as a person that lives in Mississippi, that was born and raised there, you identify as partly Indian, correct?
My grandfather's name is Max.
I didn't say nothing about that. I'm talking to you.
We go.
Yes, my grandpa is literally a native Choctaw Indian.
So you identify as a Native American or what's the word when you don't say Native
partially
American?
Probably about 10%.
What word? What word do we use for that? Because androgynous.
Indigenous, is that what you're trying to say?
Indigenous, okay.
Indigenous. Joe.
So do you
indigenous
what do you identify as? What do you identify as?
I'm black.
Damn.
I'm like, I don't get away with that. Like,
so hold on.
Hey, as hard as I fight, Joe, I still don't get to pull out white privilege.
So where does
I'm half white, I still don't get to rock the white privilege.
So where does our history start? It starts when we're slaves, because that's what it's been indoctrinated to be. Is when does our history start? Does it start when we just came over here on some boats?
Well, you can do ancestry.com and then go up the history of whatever tribe you're from.
We sure can.
It took us back to 2013.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hey, them new things and them new websites kind of iffy, dog. I'm telling you. I trust them new.
I don't know. Nobody's answered my question yet.
Joe, it's off of context of the situation.
What ancestry do you believe is valid?
Joe, we all
to where you start, because you've gone on to say, oh, my ancestry is Indian.
No, my ancestry is black. I do got part Indian in me.
You don't mind saying that as something to what would I say? It would just add credence to who you are. You're adding other cultures to who you are to, in a sense, I'm not going to say validate who you are. That's fair, James, though. If that's what we're going to do, then that's fine. I just want to know where the line is at. Because if the line is at where my grandparents came from New Orleans, my grandparents came from Mississippi, my grandfather, and I'm going to, and this is facts. That boy down there that was being the president of the Confederacy, that's my grandfather. I don't identify as that. So does it go off of what we identify as? Does it go off of what we look at? Does it go off of who we choose to? Kyrie just went across the boat.
Okay. Okay, this was nice.
That don't make sense?
No.
Let me get this off. Just let me get this off.
Okay, no, before y'all sit over here and shit on me, bro, let's do this.
I'm not.
Where does your history start? Where does your history start for you?
That doesn't matter.
What do you identify?
Like, my point has.
I was gonna say that shouldn't be a part of the. Shouldn't be a part of the conversation.
My point. None of that matters to the situation. The reason why Kyrie is being let me explain why I say that. Kyrie is being punished not for what he believes in, but simply because he represents the NBA brand.
NBA.
He is not his own person.
Exactly.
You sign that on the dotted line. Once you sign contracts and you are paid by the NBA, you are not your own person. It is that simple. So because he represents the NBA, who does not agree with the anti-Semitic thing
with where you came, the NBA does not agree with where you came from.
But that ain't the whole context of what.
No, I was about to say it's not like he just said. It's not like that's all that was said though.
Wrong. That's
like they don't care. Like if you are representing a brand, and because you represent their brand and they pay you, they are.
I'm not gonna tell you I'm sorry.
Yo, if Kyrie just said, "Hey, bro, I believe that I come from Jewish descent," if they punish him, I'm on Joe's side 100%. But he retweeted literally a documentary from Black Israelites. I know Black Israelites. Shout out to them. They nice people.
Why is that a bad thing to you?
Because some of the stuff they say
militant ass niggas
ain't even about that. Some of the stuff they say don't have proof behind it. You can't.
All right. Hold on. Real
I
quick.
get why we hate each other now.
Real quick. I
love y'all.
I get it.
Real quick.
Y'all trying to make us hate each other.
Why y'all so mad about 200 years ago? Why y'all so mad? Let it go.
I already had.
Yo, this is beyond 200 years ago.
Kyrie was in the wrong profession to do what he did. He's unfortunately Kyrie is in a publicly
a great profession to speak about things that are wrong.
Listen,
Spider Cam.
Unfortunately, Kyrie is in a privately owned market where he can't do what he wants, and it is run by other people higher than him, and you got to follow the protocol.
So that's right.
That's facts.
Unfortunately.
So that's right.
So guess what? In the NFL was also a privately owned market owned by old white people that dictate what you wear. You can't wear pink socks until it's fucking October, which is silly, but advertisements for breast cancer awareness month is breast cancer. It's crazy how breast cancer turned into a business.
Everything turned.
Yeah, it is wild.
Juneteenth is a business, dog. That's our day of freedom.
Juneteenth turned to a business, but not yet. But I'm just saying these privately owned.
Oh, it's 100% about to.
These privately owned sectors that will pay you millions of dollars to put your body on the line on a daily basis. You gotta follow these old white man rules, which is what it is. You can't wear pink socks 11 months out the year until it's time to. You can't post wherever the fuck you want because you're on the public eye in a privately owned sector. Make that make sense. You're a public eye in a privately owned
sector. Yeah, that's
that
wild. But these are the contracts that they signed, though.
Yes. And Kyrie is getting paid $30 million a year to play basketball. Now you can either shut up and hoop, or you can speak your piece. Choose one. One didn't work well for Colin Kaepernick. The other one worked well for everybody else.
I can't believe I'm hearing that from y'all. I really can't believe.
Once you sign on dotted
line, listen, I don't even like this punishment. It's somehow,
I was about to say, I think this punishment is garbage. This is entirely too much for what he said. But if those are the rules they have in place,
I don't even agree with that.
Okay,
but my point is, you just don't retweet things without knowing the full context of it. And then they went overboard and I'm finna make an example out of you, which I don't agree with either.
You watched it, right?
Bro, I know people. Bro, I know a lot of people that watch it.
No. I didn't say who watched it. I said, nigga, did you watch it?
Nigga,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say nigga. I didn't mean to say nigga.
Joe, I know what they say.
Nope, I have not watched it. No.
Joe, I know what they say. They say the same thing. It don't change.
What? That black people came from the 12?
That's not all they say, Joe.
That's not all they say.
Joe, this is what they say. They say the Jewish people from them are frauds.
You're not getting
they
paid
always
enough
say
money
that.
to be saying what y'all saying right now, bruh.
Joe, they say the Jewish people in charge are frauds. They put on a facade. They stole it from black people. They are frauds put up by white people. That's what they say.
Coming from you? You from Mississippi,
what they gotta do?
It's coming from you is crazy.
What they gotta do with Mississippi? I'm black. That's who I am.
What's Mississippi got to do with this?
Coming from you?
What does Mississippi have to do with this?
My daddy a sharecropper. What? Like, you think I'm fighting for
coming from you? How dare you?
All that stuff don't matter. Like, what does that matter today?
Yo, this is wild, bro. I can't believe this.
It's like no, I mean, Nico, you focusing on like the idea.
Bruh, he broke the rules.
It's about the rules that he chose to follow by signing on the dotted line.
He signed the contract.
Did I come in? Hold on. I'm sorry. What was the subject topic? Maybe I'm saying
no, we're talking about Kyrie and like the rules and everything he has to follow, but you're focusing
and he
on
deserves the rules he has to follow.
We all this nasty, by the way.
We're saying
he signed the contract.
So y'all would do the same. Y'all would do the same thing. Y'all cool with this? Y'all,
to keep getting paid $30 million a year. Yeah, I would.
Listen, this is not a battle I care for.
Yes, I would.
I'm not fighting.
Wow.
I'm not going to, bro, what is that going to do? Joe, okay, Joe, we the chosen people. We the chosen people, right? What they going to get us, dog? Is they going are we going to get reparations for it? Are we going to get land? Are we going to move?
Am I going to get my 40 acres in a mule?
Like, what does that help our people? I'm here to help my people.
To answer Joe's question real quick, to make it make sense, right? Because that's what we're on, right?
Make it make sense. That is indeed what we're on.
If it's just me, I'm a single man. I'm in my 20s. Am I full-heartedly believing in what I'm saying? Sure, why not? Who cares, right? If I got a family to feed, I'm shucking and jiving. It is what it is.
I don't shuck and jive. Now I don't do that. But at the same time, it's not my.
Hey, bro,
I don't care what happened 10,000 years ago. I'm not. Yeah, I offend people all the time.
My child ain't starving.
I offend people on a regular basis.
Joe, listen to this, Joe.
No,
the other day I had a phone call.
I'm gonna listen because I think that's what all black people have. Black people and all the rest of the cultures have failed to do is listen. So I'm gonna listen.
Joe, listen. I got a phone
call.
Let
me listen to your black ass. Let me listen to your black ass from Mississippi. We know that's what we know. Joe,
what that got to do with Hebrew, Joe? Joe, what Mississippi got to do with Hebrew?
I don't know.
What they got to do with it?
Exactly. That's what does Mississippi have to?
This is crazy to me right now.
What does Mississippi have to do with Judaism?
The shit y'all saying right now is
what does Mississippi have to do with Judaism?
Joe, I don't know what.
Moderator just letting this happen. That's the crazy part.
What I'm supposed to do,
bro? What do you hear this man? Joe is wild.
Like I told you my point. This could have been avoided, and like ultimately, what you believe about any of the things that he said or the film or anything is irrelevant to the point that once he signed the contract,
I don't even agree with Monty on
they deemed that what you did was wrong. If you do not fix the situation, you get punished for it. Whether we think the punishment is crazy, which most of us do think the punishment is crazy.
The punishment is wild. It is overboard.
Listen, I ain't for the punishment because I think they're trying to make an example out of him, and I don't like that. So that's what I'm from.
But if it's in the contract,
it ain't even in the contract. I don't like the punishment. I'm just hoping to say that.
I understand you. Nico's point is on something separate, but just ultimately, my point is just either it could have been avoided, but that's what he agreed to.
All I'm saying is we fighting this battle that don't matter 10,000 years later. If I don't get reparations, they ain't giving me a house. They ain't giving me nothing.
We ain't talking about that, man.
What we talking about then? What's the goal of it? I agree with you on that the punishment is stupid. I don't like it. What you want me to agree on? I'm trying to figure out what the point. Where we at?
We on Drake right now, ain't we? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, let's get on Drake. Let's talk
about okay. Drizzy came for the whole industry. Fuck your favorite rapper.
This is the wildest thing I've ever heard from a group of all
this shit's been so lit.
I just say I don't like the punishment.
Joe,
what you want me to say?
I was about to say none of us like the punishment. The punishment is overboard. We understand
that. Somebody watching us that's about to pay. Hey, hold on. If somebody's about to pay y'all that's watching us right now, I'm here for it. And let me be the contrarian that gets kicked out forever. What I'm talking about is something different.
Explain, Joe.
Yes, I said he's on a separate point.
I apologize. Maybe I came in wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
it's all love. It's all love.
Speaking on something that I wasn't supposed to speak.
That's a debate you and Zelma and Afrocomic can have after this show is done.
No, I apologize.
Patreon to get a part of it.
I apologize.
No, you fine. Make sure y'all send stars and everything to get a part of it because that's gonna be otherwise.
I didn't know that we were allowed to go past. I didn't know that we were, we sit up here and watch Bleach.
I should have brought extra weed.
Here we go.
No, shut the fuck up and let me talk everybody.
Here we go.
Let me talk to my people. Let me talk to everybody. Can I have a second? Nobody interrupt me and I'm going to be done. All right? Thank you.
Give them the Summer Jam screen.
Thank you. All I'm trying to say is this. Does our history as black people have to start where we were slaves? And then we got to talk about Crispus Attucks. We got to talk about Harriet Tubman. All of it started with us being in slavery. Now, when people talk about, see, come on, Aisha, don't call me hostile because that's what they hit us with. They say, oh, he's a hostile black man. But when another color says something about themselves, oh, he's just passionate. He's just passionate. I'm just being passionate about who I believe that I am. I'm not all the way 100% Nigerian black. Shout out to my homies in Kenya. I'm not all the way 100% black. I get that, but that's what I am identified as. I identify myself as black, and we just got a whole lot going on out here in this world. And even then, people still shit on Africa. And the people that live in Africa, they still shit on those cultures. They still say that they're less than all that. But here I am to you today. I get to be this black guy with Wi-Fi. I got Spider-Man, Goku, Akira, Batman, some stormtroopers. Y'all know the black stormtroopers out there, and My Hero Academia right behind me. We have all these cultures, and what do we have? What do they say about Black America? Anything? Or Black or Africa, period. They give us a Nazi. He was a spider. He was a spider in Africa. That's the only story they give us. And they give us Kwanzaa. Nobody gives a damn about Kwanzaa. All I'm saying is this man can't go past us being slaves. What's wrong with that? Can we talk about what we were before we were slaves? Because I don't want to build everything off the fact that we were slaves. Everybody's so quick to talk about what they got in them and what they have in them. Bro, we black, bro. Is there something wrong with that? I'm not awakened. I'm just asking. Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with going past being a slave? We came from the ancestors, or is that what we're gonna do? Is try and build off? If y'all say that we're gonna build off the fact that we used to be slaves,
Joe, I think you're taking.
No, I don't think that.
I think you're taking this too far to heart.
How am I taking it too far to heart, my nigga? This is my everyday fucking life, my nigga. I go to CEO stuff all the time in meetings. They don't even show my face. And it be all people that don't look like me that be on the boards. I can't feel no type of way about that. Come on, man. You speaking to the wrong person.
No, of course you can.
But what? It comes at a consequence? It comes at a consequence?
No, well.
Talking about I'm
in this day and age,
I ain't none of that, bro. I grew up here. My people came from Mississippi and Louisiana. Where did they come from? From there, they can talk about their grandparents and how they had to go down there every summer and pick pickles with my great aunt to make a living, just to live. Why other people get to do whatever they want to do, and then when people come out and say something like, "Yo, we used to be better than this."
Well, technically, it would have been picking cucumbers.
I'm not. This is wild, man. All right, let's go into the status quo, y'all. Master, what you want us to do? So go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, this nigga! I love Joe.
You didn't. Are you not understanding what I'm saying? Am I saying something wrong here? Am I saying something that is not factual?
No, Joe.
Fine with you saying.
Oh, I'm not.
You just took.
I have no problem with what you said.
I want you to stop for a second, Afro Kami. I don't want to hear your voice for a second. On the strength of, I'm talking about us, real quick. All of us that are we're all the way black, and I'm not. I don't got nothing wrong with mixed people because I'm mixed. I'm mixed too. Zelmay is gonna sit there, look at his ass. Put him on full screen right now. Put Zelmay on full screen. That nigga is from Mississippi in Raleigh.
Yes, and my dad is a sharecropper.
You black?
That's all you need to know. My dad is a sharecropper. He survived everything.
But you don't mind saying that I'm Native American, though.
Joe, I just say that's part of this.
But you say it though. You say it. You can't help.
You just asked me what I am. I said the first thing I said was I'm black.
You can't help but say it though.
Joe, the first thing I said. You said, "What do you identify as?" I said, "I'm black."
Now I understand why everybody's having a tizzy, because we can't even step up with each other and just claim what we are.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm perfectly. I'm trying to use my white privilege, Joe. It doesn't work. I promise. I don't get any white privilege.
Joe, listen.
Because they treat you like you one of us. They don't care about your white side, my nigga.
Exactly.
And I call you my nigga because you my
so
nigga.
You see what I'm saying?
I accept you as that. You my nigga. Period.
Joe, understand, Joe.
Then we don't care about the white side, bro. And I respect the fact that you mix. But I'm saying at the end of the day, they gonna do you bad before we do.
My white side.
And then I know that you told me that some of the people in our community.
I'm just saying, moderator is a terrible moderator. Awful.
Joe, I want you.
That's why I'm just.
Joe, listen.
I feel Kyrie. I feel Kanye at this point because man,
I wish I could hear the
you remember when I told Joe don't take that home with you because
we about to talk about next? I apologize. I apologize.
Hey, can I get my full point out?
Thank you.
First,
Anybody that listened to me today, I appreciate y'all for listening. What was the next subject? I apologize.
Can I get my full point out? Because I kind of want to get.
Do your thug thizzles, L, man.
You was almost to it, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I did kept getting.
See, that's why I stopped throwing and everything else.
First off, Kyrie, if he said he only wanted one thing, he should have just did a quote. That's simple. Of course, we are of Hebrew descent. You can 100% say that. I agree with that. Let's go. Just reposting something without context again could cause a way because
that everybody on this panel watch, by the way, all the way through.
Joe, you can speak to them, bro. You can talk to the people that do the stuff. It's not hard. You can just go conversate with them.
I'm trying to understand what the context of this conversation is.
Joe, you can just conversate with them, and you can do that with the whole episode.
No,
I might even hook you up with some dudes that know the whole story. Y'all can have a conversation.
Are Jewish people in are there Jewish people in Mississippi that are amongst the people that are darker than them?
What, Joe? There ain't hardly any Jews from Mississippi, because if you know Mississippi history, they would murder them.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if you know they're Nazis. Mississippi is full of Nazis.
Okay, that does it. No, enough of this.
I'm done, man, because y'all obviously.
This is a hell of an episode.
And
enough of this.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go with like
stop.
Y'all got it. Is that cool? Can I go with y'all got it?
Because at this point, like I said before, you and Zell make it finish this conversation.
Joe, you're arguing a completely different point.
No.
Far
I'm
beyond
nothing.
Where
I'm not a part of nothing. Man, Monray, what's going on today, man? What else is going on, bro?
Beyond. I would rather go into Drake because I would rather go into Drake.
Toxicity.
Everybody been going in on him about being black and Jewish, but
no, they haven't. They've been going in on him because of what he said. It ain't got nothing to do with him being black or Jewish.
I support him.
It's been what they
he gave Ice Spice them bars.
I love all the drama because it's hilarious to watch. Many people are just like, I don't know what to say anymore. At this point, he can say what he wants, and it don't matter. They have threatened that they're going to go and rally the Amish on him if he speaks on Megan again because the supposed threat of what he said about her, which is freaking hilarious. I don't care what nobody says.
But he didn't say anything.
And everybody, and then people going to bust out, oh, well, Drake ain't said nothing to Pusha T, who decided to expose everything, but you going to talk about Serena's husband? And Serena's husband had to come back on and be like, hey, I stay winning because I'm relentless about being the best at whatever I do. And being in best groupie, that is what it is. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Hey, hold on, can I defend the sixth guy real quick?
Uh-oh.
And how Drake is not at fault of anything. So hold on. This is album that came out, CBL, right? Remember? Mm-hmm. Certified Lover Boy? Yeah. Everybody remembers that album, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So wait. He came at Kanye on that album. Nobody said a damn thing.
He talked to Kanye on this album.
Talk to him. Drake told Kanye, pull up the location, all that shit. Nobody said a damn thing. Drake came at the dream about that. Came at the dream about that album. Nobody say a damn
thing. Come on, James, though.
Fire. He makes a joke about Megan Thee Stallion that wasn't about Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my! Shut up.
This nigga just got his toxic.
Shut up.
Yo.
It wasn't. He
hit Ice Spice too.
It was a bar. Hold on. So it was a bar.
And he got it again. He told that nigga. He said, "I only met the op for Jay Prince."
So hold on. So no, it's CBL. So he continued coming at Kanye, but he said, "I've been fucking on this French bitch, c'est la vie. I just put him on a jet. Now they all Italian. The way I'm dressing to Thousand Island. This bitch lying about getting shots, but she's still smiling. What's the
That's
problem?
fire. That's fire.
This bitch lying about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. What's the problem?
Fire. Bars.
Listen to the whole thing. I mean, talking about me.
I'm just
bruh,
saying,
niggas just be mad. They be reading into it.
Game.
He's living free in their heads.
Worse. But all of a sudden, we coming at Drake like he ain't defending nobody. But
Drake's not getting canceled.
And we ain't saying nothing about.
No way in hell. Drake ain't getting canceled.
And Serena's husband might be a groupie. Is he not saying a fact?
He's gonna be the best groupie. That's what it is.
The best groupie. That's fine.
If that's what that nigga aspires to be, more power to him.
Why would he come at Pusha? You ain't say nothing about coming at Kanye in a dream. Back in CBL days, then he make this dance album. Y'all was crying about
let's not forget. Pusha was retaliating from him. That the story of Adidon came. That was a rebuttal. That wasn't no first shot.
And don't forget, Drake won the beef. What are we talking about? Yeah, better bars.
All I know, this album is hilarious. Everybody is just.
Did he really have?
The album's hilarious.
Did he really have better bars?
That's my opinion.
I was about to. I don't know, man. I gave it to Pusha.
At people, it was.
I gave it to Pusha. That shit was hard.
This is the best album in a long time. I'll tell you that.
This shit with 21 is amazing.
Yo, that whole album is sick.
The album is fun and hilarious.
Hold on. If all this crying about Meg, right?
Yeah, I think it's just
Tory's
niggas.
Tory's still not canceled. Tory dropped a new album. Tory's still not canceled.
Yeah, that nigga coming with bars.
The case is still ongoing. It is still.
So wait. We canceling Drake, but Tory can still drop albums, but he allegedly shot her. I'm confused.
I was about to say
the case is still ongoing. That's all we know.
I know Stabler and Benson wouldn't allow this on SVU.
It'd have been solved in an hour.
Ice-T wouldn't let this go by.
It'd have been solved in an hour. You know, that's what you're saying.
This definitely be a 2-part episode, but you know, Drake's not getting canceled. He's the GOAT. It's not happening. Relax.
I was going to say that nigga.
Can I keep it at?
And those bars were nice though.
May I keep it at music for a second?
Of course.
I just want, if y'all don't mind, nothing to do with blackness or whiteness or anything, guys. I just want to say that 21 showed me that Hogwarts, they got a really good English class because I didn't know he had bars like that.
Bruh, you got how the fuck are you gonna say that? How are you gonna say you don't know 21 had bars like that? Bruh.
Because I can and I did. And I just found out today. I just found out while riding around in the country and just doing my thing, chilling, doing living my black ass life, living how I live, thinking about all the shit that's being said.
21 Savage had bars like that.
I was able to be by myself. My dogs don't bark unless I ask them to, and so I was just by myself thinking what I think. And I think that Hogwarts University or Oxford or whoever taught 21 Savage, the language.
What for the first 5 years that he was there?
I'm sorry, you interrupted me. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to say my piece, and then I'm going to mute myself and let you say whatever you want to say. I didn't know that 21 Savage had bars like that. He got bars, and then I didn't know that. I also didn't know that he could get on that auto tune because I had to separate him and Drake when they were doing the what's it called? 12 Hours in Silence, or what's it called? Is it 12 Hours in Silence? What's the track called? Something in Silence.
So if you'd asked me before I got high, I'd have been able to tell you.
I apologize. Something in Silence. What's the track list? It's on my favorites right now. Hold on.
It's Hours in Silence.
Hours in Silence.
Yeah, there it is.
I couldn't differentiate. I thought that was Drake's song, but I didn't know that 21 was on the first part of that song.
Yeah,
but Drake does it again.
They put together
album. I'm telling you, I'm about to put myself on
Roddy.
Mute. When I get done talking, I'm going to put myself on mute. Drake is the king of bars when it comes to singing to chicks to roast them about how they treated him. And then there's the second part of it is this. Who is this rap person that keeps taking Drake's girl away? Who is this guy? He's not signed. He said it in Diamonds on him and Future's album. He said it on that. He's got a Jaded on Jaded. Do y'all know the song Jaded from Scorpio? Did y'all listen to that?
You about the one you sampled from?
Yeah.
He sampled from his own. He sampled from his own roasting. Drake is the king of that. So I'm done. I'm gonna
wait. Are you talking about the album Scorpion?
I'm talking about specific songs that have to do with Drake being upset with the girl that left him for someone that he thought was less.
No, but are you talking about songs off of Scorpion?
So with that being said, I'm talking specifically about ours.
Your question's not getting answered.
I'm talking about Diamonds on at the end of Diamonds. I'm talking about Diamonds with him and Future. I'm talking about Jaded on Scorpio, and I'm talking about this Hours in Silence that he spoke on another girl. All these girls keep getting taken from Drake by some rapper that's not signed yet. Is there any semblance to that or anything? But all I know is I love those songs. I love when you roast a chick that does you bad.
Amazing. Simply.
I love Joe, man.
I was gonna say,
I love Joe. Joe, my nigga, Phil.
Simply
amazing. Shout out to BMT too. He said I'll give Drake leeway when they give Kyrie.
Well, I guess there's only one way to end a nice, wonderful episode. Make it make sense. That's with a nice situational entanglement. And lovely, this one was volunteered by one of our very own Zelmay, since he wanted this to be seen. So my simple question I will have all of you answer is, let's say you are talking with this chick, talking to her, trying to get to know her, anything and all that stuff, and she decides to tell you this.
Being ran, yes. I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call it whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated and I'm a goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
Right.
I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
For sure. All right.
So my question to all of you would be simple. What would you do or say in response to this entire situation? And since Zelmay, you were the one that lovely decided to introduce this video, what do you have to say?
Listen, we ain't poo-pooing on your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it on your life. We didn't say enough words that probably get in trouble. But listen, that is wild. That's a wild take. That is crazy. I'm pretty sure they don't treat you like a goddess if you just like randomly get trains ran on you. But live your life. Listen, you probably in your early 20s. Life is what it is. You probably did as James said. You probably one of those type girls. I do love you. You can grow and everything else. But yeah, that's not goddess like. I mean, even though there are sex goddesses out there, I understand y'all gonna tell me Aphrodite and all those other people. But again, they don't treat you like a goddess if you consistently get a train ran on you. It's like a fun time. I thought
everybody had a tag team from time to time.
Yeah,
it was a sign of brotherhood back in the day.
Yeah. It got everybody. It made camaraderie. It made camaraderie, I guess. But yeah, I thought they were funny because I knew this was gonna be a serious episode, so I wanted to kind of do something silly in it. But yeah. But that's a wild statement. Like if you like, I deserve to be treated like a goddess. I'm like, you do. But I don't know if that's quite.
If a bitch likes getting trains ran on her, that is what it is.
Listen, like I said, you probably young, do your life. Life is fun, experience stuff, and then
I might not wipe her up, but I definitely might join in on the line though.
And Tori a scumbag.
Wholeheartedly.
All I can say is, though, being worshipped like a goddess and the things that are probably happening in that room are two entirely different actions. I'm just saying.
Let's go.
The way that they're probably manhandling you, as you say in your words,
straight DJing.
Pretty sure is not how goddesses are treated. I'm just gonna give it a nice thought process. That goddesses are probably, like you said, worship. I'm pretty sure that's not worship when they're using you like a rag doll. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's wild. That's wild.
I love James,
but I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
James Doe asked an amazing question.
Dinner first, train first. Does it really matter? Them dudes probably ain't
paying.
If you're on a full stomach, that would be very awkward.
It don't matter either way.
What does it matter? They probably ain't paying for it. Who cares? But
I just say,
she just tried to get
In the words of Magic Johnson, I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, Spider Cam ain't gonna jump on the train.
I'm not gonna be the caboose. So I mean, yeah, I mean the first in or last out. So I mean,
hey, like Ricky Bobby said, if you're not first, then you're last.
That's what they make condoms for,
bruh. Like no, like your hands, bruh. The condoms don't help. It ain't you gonna come in contact with some other nigga in some way. You know, their leftovers. You know, their juices.
Yeah,
whatever
you niggas act like you. What you ain't got? Y'all niggas don't own body washing, showers, and fucking.
We talking about in the action. We ain't talking about after.
Yo, you think they massage her feet while that? Because she was talking like she getting some crazy treatment.
Like, bro, like what do you think? Like ran through? I'm like, baby girl, ran.
Like she like
that is
like
not goddess work. That's you being you.
They might be slutting you out.
Like, that's not the same.
Is she getting a massage, Monte? It's like is they rubbing her feet, giving a massage? The way she was talking, like she was getting a full bird treatment of massage.
She said gangbang. That don't happen in gangbangs. Like,
no,
that's what
ain't
I
no
do
massages
too,
and no gangbangs, bro. I promise.
Like she was talking like she was on one.
Yeah,
like
Nico, you muted yourself. Like, man,
Joe, you're muted.
May I say a word?
I don't know. Flip a coin.
Damn.
Tori, you know he don't like you right now.
I don't give a damn.
Yo, I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I know Tori. I know Joe in that mood. I love you, Joe. You know,
I enjoy pissing Joe off. I'm sorry. I love you, Joe. You my boy.
That's your white side, Tori. All right, Joe.
Yeah, my white side's like, yeah, let me poke at him some.
If I just want to say this clearly and plainly, and as anybody can understand, a girl that has been trained, and when I say trained, I mean something in your mouth and something in the netherworld.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be my girlfriend.
No.
If my girlfriend would ever to ask me, had I participated in a situation like that, I would not voluntarily tell her that, and I would also lie to her and tell her I didn't.
Damn, Joe.
And I'm
at least I'll be real about it.
I mean, it's called make it make sense, right?
Yeah. Do your fuck thizzle.
Man, I can't. I don't want to say. Yeah, me and the whole starters knocked her down one day. She loved that shit and asked us when can we do it again. I don't want to tell that story to my girl. You feel me?
I'll tell that.
Tori, your white side coming up. Keep it.
What I'm just saying, bro.
Keep it down.
I'm in the active process of trying to take down a midget.
And just one more thing, I'm gonna mute myself again. After I say this, I would say that if my girl would have asked me, have I had sex with 2 or 3 or multiple women at one time, I wouldn't volunteer that information to her either. But to me and my homies will clap that up. I just don't feel like your woman is gonna feel that. But I think there is a special space for women that like the fact that many women would agree to have sex with you at one time.
Who want to be like that?
Well, this has been another episode of Make It Make Sense. Didn't really make a lot of sense after a certain point, but you know, it is what it is. We appreciate everybody for joining us for a lovely episode. And we are joined by another colorful crew. The amazing Spider Cameras went silent on everybody, but it is wonderful. I perfectly understand his sentiments. We were joined by the leader of the Blur Cartel. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and do
everything. Go silent.
He has appeared again to save us. Amazing Spider Cam, where can they find you if they need the lovely neighborhood Spider Cam?
I mean, I put the link tree in the comments if anybody needs to, but Amazing Spider Cam here, aka Mr. AKA. Let's make this make sense. So also on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, everything. AF later. Hopefully the the Monterey can host that, or he's gonna be Young Sleepy. I don't know what's gonna go on, but we'll figure it out.
Don't know.
Tragic. But yeah, you can follow us on all those platforms with the link tree.
Know how it is, and of course we are joined by some members from Overall 99 Media. First and foremost, we have Zell May himself.
Yo, you can find me at the not miss the link tree below, but you can find me anywhere to say Zell May 99_ Zell May. You'll see me with everybody here mostly. It's not Cam as much, but you'll see him with us on Saturday. Shout out to my guy BMT in the chat. That dude was amazing. Shout out to Joe. I love Joe, man. Joe, my dude. I love passionate Joe though. I do. Like Monte do me.
That is a good point. That is a
good shit.
Oh,
BMT. I'm not gonna say it, but that was my problem.
Baby, you can inquire upon
you already know.
Where we can find you at.
Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. You already know, of course, on Overall 99, being an Overall 99 scumbag. You know the vibes.
And of course, you Nico yourself, aka We Both Virtues.
UnicoWilliams.com is where you guys can find me to answer your question. I feel like there's this super duper masculinity that comes from like me and all my homies, this girl's like submitting to this one thing, and like all of us in this one room, and so that makes us cool when you're a kid. When we grow up and you making money and she making money and you find out that's what happened to her, that's probably gonna make you feel some type of way because you remember what you did when you had that girl in that room with all your homies and y'all felt extra masculine. It's gonna feel different when if you find out if that's your girl. UnicoWilliams.com.
Let's go.
Maybe BMT might have to do a show about this. Zell theory.
On that note, this is your boy Monterey Hudson. Look everywhere it says Monterey Hudson, Facebook, Instagram.
I am curious too.
We are here. We are on the Glory Cartel. We out.
And I'm black.
I'm black.
I'm